Hello dear students, I am Jay Kishan. Welcome to the 7th part of chapter 8 quadrilaterals. Students, in the last part we were solving exercise 8.1 and till question number 4 we have solved, and I have told you that question number 5 is based upon question number 4, so you can solve by yourself. Okay, so today we will start solving from question number 7. Why from question number 7? Because question number 6 and question number 8 of this exercise is based upon question number 7. Means if question number 7 you will do, okay, then you can solve question number 6 and question number 8 also of this exercise. Okay, so let us start the 7th question of this exercise. Question is, students, question is ABCD is a rhombus. See, this is given that this ABCD is a rhombus. We have to show that the diagonal AC bisects angle A as well as angle C. Okay, we have to show that the diagonal AC is bisecting this angle A as well as angle C. Bisecting angle A means that angle A should be divided into two equal parts by this diagonal. Okay, so we have to show that AC bisects angle A as well as angle C, and also we have to show that this diagonal BD bisects angle B as well as angle D. So students, if somehow we show that this diagonal AC bisects angle A as well as angle C, so in the same manner we can prove that BD diagonal is bisecting angle B as well as angle D. Okay, so our first aim that we are going to show that this diagonal AC dividing the angle A as well as angle C. Okay, so how we will solve it? Let us see. Firstly, we will write that what is given here. Firstly, we will write that what is given. So students, in the given part, we will write that ABCD is a rhombus. Okay, ABCD is a rhombus, okay, and what we have to show? We have to show, to prove or to show that AC bisects angle A and angle C, and the second one is what? BD bisects angle B and angle D. So we have to show this, that AC bisects angle A and angle C and BD bisects angle B and angle D. Okay, now students, how will prove it? Let us see the proof part. See students, if we will talk about these two triangles of the rhombus, means the triangle AOB and the triangle AOD. Okay, see students, if somehow we can show that these two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding angles, suppose this is angle 1 and this is angle 2, then by CPCT we can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Okay, so our aim should be what? Our aim should be to show that these two triangles are congruent. Okay, if somehow we can show that these two triangles are congruent, then by CPCT easily we can say that these two angles are equal. Okay, so by which criteria we are going to show that these two triangles are congruent? See students, it is given that the shape is of rhombus. Okay, so if the shape is of rhombus, then we know that the diagonals of rhombus bisect each other. Okay, so it means that this BO should be equal to OD. Okay, and also we know that in rhombus diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree. Okay, so if diagonals bisect each other at 90 degree, means this angle and this angle both are equal to 90 degree. So here which criteria we can apply? We can apply side angle, and this side is what? This side is common. So by the method of side angle side, we can show that these two triangles are congruent to each other. And if they are congruent to each other, then we can say that by corresponding parts of congruent triangles, these two angles are equal to each other. Okay, so let us see how we will show it. We are going to prove it by side angle side. So let us start side angle side. Okay, so see students, firstly we'll write side, that OB. Firstly we'll write that in which two triangles we are going to see. We are going to see in triangles AOB and triangle AOD. Okay, in these two triangles, the side OB is equal to the side OD. Okay, and what is the reason behind it? That diagonals bisect each other. Diagonals bisect each other. Okay, diagonals bisect each other. The second one is angle. So here we can write that angle AOB is equal to angle AOD. Both are equal to 90 degree. Okay, the reason is what? The reason is diagonals are at 90 degree. In rhombus, diagonals are at 90 degree. Okay, and the third one is the side, and the side AO, which is common. Okay, AO is equal to AO, and this is equal to common. The reason behind it is what? It is common. Okay, so students, by side angle side criterion, we can say that triangle AOB is congruent to triangle AOD. Okay, so students, if these two triangles are congruent, then I have told you earlier that by CPCT we can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 means what? That the diagonal, this angle 1 is equal to angle 2, it will imply that AC bisects angle A. So students, here we have shown that this diagonal AC is bisecting angle A. Okay, now as students, we have shown that triangle AOB is congruent to triangle CAOD. Okay, in the same manner we can show that the triangle COB is congruent to triangle COD. Okay, and in that case we can show that these two angles are equal, means AC bisects angle C also. Okay, so here we will write similarly we can show that triangle BCOB is congruent to triangle COD. Okay, and from here we can show that AC bisects angle C also. So students, this is the first part, that AC bisects angle A as well as angle C. Okay, for that we have written all this. Okay, and now how we can show that BD bisects angle B as well as angle D? In the same manner. Okay, here only one line you will add, that similarly we can show that BC bisects angle B as well as angle D also. Okay, so here one more time we will write that similarly we can show that BD bisects angle B as well as as well as angle D. Okay, so this is how we can prove that the diagonals of rhombus bisects the angles. Okay, bisects the angles. So students, now you can pause the video, and method of proving is very easy. You can pause the video and note it down so that we can start our next question. Okay. So students, coming to the next question, question number 9. Okay, as I have told you that on the basis of question number 7 you can solve question number 6 as well as question number 8 also. Okay, both the questions are on the basis of question number 7, and that I have told you. Now coming to the question number 9. Okay, see, the question is very long. Okay, total 5 parts are there, that is to prove. So step by step we will solve, we will prove each part. Okay, so the question is, in parallelogram ABCD, 2 points P and Q are taken on diagonal BD. Okay, see, this shape ABCD is of parallelogram. Okay, and this is the diagonal BD, and on this diagonal 2 points are taken, the point P and the point Q. Okay, these points are taken such that the distance DP is equal to PQ. Means this distance DP is equal to the distance BQ. Okay, so we have to show, the first question is, we have to show that triangle APD, which triangle is triangle APD? Triangle APD means this triangle, okay, is congruent to the triangle CQB. Which triangle is CQB? CQB, this triangle. So these two triangles we have to show that they are congruent. Okay, so how we can show, students? Let us see. See, first thing is the what? First thing that we are having, that this side is equal to this side. It is given that, okay, that DP is equal to BQ. So one thing we are having, that is side. Second thing is that in these two triangles, the side BC and the side AD are containing. Okay, and both the sides are the opposite pairs of sides of parallelogram, so that will also be equal. Okay, so here BC will be equal to the side AD. Okay, and what else we can do? And what we can do, see students, they are opposite sides of the parallelogram. So we know that in parallelogram opposite sides are equal as well as parallel also. Okay, so if they are parallel also, then suppose this is angle 1 and this is angle 2, then we can say that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Why? Because the sides are parallel, and if they are parallel, then their alternate pairs should be equal. Okay, so because of that, angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So here what criteria we are having? We are having side angle side. We are having side angle side. Okay, so by this criteria we can prove that these two triangles are congruent. Okay, now how we will write? So let us see the proof of the first part. The proof of the first part. Okay, so see students, firstly we'll write that in triangles APD, which is to show congruent, okay, and triangle CQB and CQB. In these two triangles, okay, by which criteria we are going to prove it? By side angle side. So see, the first side, suppose in triangle APD, we are writing that side AD is equal to the side CB. Okay, because the reason should be what? The reason is what? That they are opposite sides of parallelogram. Okay, this reason we can write that they are opposite sides of parallelogram, and that is why they are equal. Then angle, we can write that angle. See, in the left hand side we are writing the parts of the triangle APD. Okay, so here we will write that angle 2 is equal to angle 1, and what we can write, that alternate interior angles, as side AD is parallel to the side BC. Okay, angle 2 is equal to angle 1. Reason is what? Because the sides are parallel to each other and they are alternate pair of angles. Okay, that is why this angle 2 is equal to angle 1. And the third one is what? Third one is the side DP is equal to the side BQ. Okay, it is given in the question. So students, by side angle side, we can write that triangle APD is congruent to triangle CQB. So this is the first part of the question, and easily we can prove it. Okay, by simple method, by side angle side criterion. Only you have to observe that which side is corresponding to which side, and simply you can prove it. Okay, so just note it down and then we'll start the second part to solve. Okay, just note it down. Now students, this time we will prove second and third part together. Okay, as we have shown in the first part that triangle APD is congruent to triangle CQB, and the second part is what? Second part is to prove that AP is equal to CQ. So students, by the help of first part we can easily show the second part. Okay, how we can show it? Let us see. See, in the first part we have proved that these two triangles are congruent. Then students, by CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangles, easily we can show. See, if these two triangles are congruent, then the part of this triangle, okay, will be equal to the corresponding part of this triangle. Okay, so here we can write that CQ of this triangle, okay, the side CQ of this triangle is equal to AP of this triangle. Means here this side is equal to this side. By CPCT we can directly write. So here we can write by CPCT AP is equal to CQ. Okay, so in the second part, if you have proved the first, then by CPCT you can write that AP is equal to CQ. Now coming to the third part is we have to show that triangle AQB is congruent to triangle CPD. Which triangle is triangle AQB? Triangle AQB. Okay, this triangle. And which triangle is CPD? This triangle CPD. This triangle. So these two triangles we have to show that they are congruent. So again students, as we have done in the first part, in the same manner we will prove it also. Okay, how we can prove it? See, one side we are having that the side BQ is equal to the side DP. Okay, second side, the side AB of this parallelogram should be equal to the side CD of this parallelogram. Okay, means they are opposite sides, so they will be equal and parallel also. Okay, and here the diagonal BD is there. Okay, which will work as a transversal. Means suppose if this is angle 3, this is angle 3 and this is angle 4, then angle 3 and 4 should be equal. Why should be equal? Because the sides are parallel to each other and they are the alternate pair of angles. Okay, so angle 3 should be equal to angle 4. So here again we will apply that side angle side and we can prove that these two triangles are congruent. So in the solution we will write that in triangles AQB and CPD. Okay, how we are going to prove it? By side angle side. So firstly we will write that in triangle AQB the side QB is equal to the side PD. Okay, it is given in the question that they are equal, so easily we can write. Second thing is that angle. Okay, so angle 3 is equal to angle 4. Why? As I have told you that the side AB is parallel to the side CD. AB is parallel to the side CD, and because of alternate interior angles, the sides were parallel and they are the pair of alternate angles, so that is why the angles are equal. And the third one is side, and we can write that the side AB is equal to the side CD, and reason is what, that they are opposite sides of parallelogram. Okay, so like this, students, by side angle side we can write that triangle AQB is congruent to triangle CPD. Okay, so this is what to prove in the third part of the question. So now students, you can note it down also, so that we will solve the next part. Two parts are left of this question. Okay, so just note it down and then I will remove it, and after that we will solve the fourth part. Students, fourth part is very easy. Okay, you can write here also. In fourth part we have to show that AQ is equal to CP. Okay, so students, if we have shown that these two triangles are congruent, then easily by the help of CPCT we can directly write, if we have shown that these two triangles are congruent, okay, then by CPCT we can easily write that AQ is equal to CP. Okay, now students, note it down so that your 4 parts will be completed, and the last part I am going to tell you. Okay, so just note it down. Coming to the last part, students, so we have proved the 4 parts. Okay, and the 5th part is what, we have to show that APCQ is a parallelogram. This shape APCQ is a parallelogram. So students, in the second part we have proved that AP is equal to CQ. In the second part of this question, okay, from second we have shown that AP is equal to CQ. And from in fourth part what we have shown, in fourth part we have shown that AQ is equal to CP. So students, when we were studying the properties of parallelogram, what I have told you, that if in a quadrilateral both the pairs of opposite sides are equal, then that quadrilateral is what? That quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Okay, so here AP is equal to CQ, means this side is equal to this side, that is the opposite pairs of sides, and AQ is equal to CP, that is also opposite pairs of sides. So here from these two, okay, from above we can say that APCQ is a parallelogram. Reason is what? Reason is the opposite pairs of sides are equal to each other. We know that in parallelogram opposite sides are equal to each other. So here also, if in a quadrilateral opposite sides are equal, then that quadrilateral is known as what? That quadrilateral is known as a parallelogram. Okay, so this was the 5th part of this question, students. You can note it down. Okay, and in the same manner, the questions which are having so many parts, step by step you can solve all that parts. Okay, this type of questions are very easy and they are long questions also. So by understanding these type of questions, you can achieve good marks. Okay, so just note it down and then we'll start the next question. Now coming to the question number 10, students. Question number 10 is ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, this shape is ABCD, which is a parallelogram, and AP and CQ are perpendiculars from vertices A and C. Okay, see, this AP is perpendicular and this CQ is perpendicular on the diagonal BD of this parallelogram. Okay, so here what we have to show, we have to show that triangle APB, this triangle APB is congruent to triangle CQD. Okay, so how we can show that these two triangles are congruent? See students, if the lines are perpendicular means here it should be equal to 90 degree, and here also it should be equal to 90 degree. So the first thing is that we are having angles. Okay, we are having, and one angle we are having. Okay, and what else we can see in these two triangles? We can say that the side AB, this side AB is equal to the side CD. So we are having one angle and one side. So what else we can show that is equal in these two triangles? See students, as we all know that this shape is of parallelogram, and in parallelogram opposite sides are parallel to each other. So if opposite sides are parallel to each other, it means that their alternate interior angles should be equal. Okay, so here what we can write? Here we can write that, and suppose it is 1 and here it is 2. Okay, so by the method of angle side, can we show that these two triangles are congruent? Yes, this is angle, and this is a non-included side. Okay, so whenever two angles are there and one non-included side is there, so which criteria we use to show that these two triangles are congruent? We use angle side whenever a non-included side is there. Okay, so here we will show that these two triangles are congruent by the help of angle side. So let us start. Firstly, we'll write that what is given here. Okay, so here we'll write given, and in the given part we'll write that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, and what else is given? That AP is perpendicular to the diagonal BD, and CQ is also perpendicular to the diagonal BD. Okay, this much is given. Now what is to show? Here two questions are there. Okay, to prove. So the first one we have to show that triangle APB is congruent to triangle CQD, and the second one we have to show that AP is equal to CQ. AP is equal to CQ. So students, if we are able to show that these two triangles are congruent, then by simplicity easily we can say that AP is equal to CQ. So second one is very easy. By applying corresponding parts of congruent triangles only, we can show that these two triangles are congruent. Okay, so here how we will show that first part? Okay, it is important. So let us see the proof part of that. Okay, and we have thought that by applying angle side, we will show that these two triangles are congruent. Okay, so firstly we'll write that in triangles APB and CQD. Okay, in these two triangles, students, the first angle is what? Angle APB. Angle APB is equal to angle CQD. Both are equal to what? 90 degree. It is given. The reason is what? That it is given. Okay, the second one is again angle, and here we will write that angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and the reason what we will write? Reason we will write that alternate interior angles, as the side AB is parallel to the side CD. Because the shape is of parallelogram, so their opposite sides will be parallel, and if the opposite sides are parallel, then their alternate interior angles should be equal. Okay, and then we will show that the side AB is equal to the side CD. Okay, and here we will write that opposite sides of parallelogram. Okay, so by angle side, we can show that triangle APB is congruent to triangle CQD. Okay, very easy question it was. Okay, and simply we can show here that how by angle side these two triangles can be congruent. Okay, and if we have shown this, then by CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangle. See, if these two triangles are congruent, then the AP of this, side AP of this triangle should be equal to the side CQ of this triangle. Okay, so by CPCT we can write that AP is equal to CQ. Okay students, so now you can pause the video and note it down. Students, so this is enough for today, and whatever the questions are left we will solve in the next part of the video. So thank you students.